Okay, so now what I'd like to show you is how to export this to layout. Right, so the first thing to note is here we have parallel projection on the camera, but here I notice because we have this horizon that obviously we still have perspective. So remember to put it into parallel projection. We're putting basically mechanical drawings out. Same here, we can see it's still in perspective. So make sure you put it into parallel projection and remember to update it in the scene, which I didn't do here. So here we go, updates. Oh no, I need to put it into parallel projection first. So flat like a technical drawing instead of realistic. So let's update that. Now the other thing you need to remember. So I've got my layers, but we're not worried about that. So I'll switch it off. Shadows. Now we're just dealing with scenes. Okay, when we go into layout. So remember to save the project. Make sure it's updated. Then we go into layout, which is this other app you might have noticed downloading. It's only available on a professional version, so if you run out of time you might not have it available, and then in that case you'll have to work on another computer with the professional version. Right, so I'm going to choose, we have various papers to choose from. The most practical one I think is A3 landscape. Whether or not it's going to be practical for printing is another thing. And what we're going to do is click insert, and then we're actually going to insert our SketchUp project into layout. And now you'll see something that you recognize as seen from before. So we can actually change the scenes in SketchUp by right clicking in, not deleting, that's not what I wanted to do. If we right click on the scenes, you see it will change. Okay, so if I got my plan here, now if we think about this as an A3 piece of paper, this is going to be very small, so it's not the scale we want. So depending on the size of your house, remember this is just under 40 square meters, so your houses should all be around this size. So we have to choose the scale. So if I choose 1 to 20, 1 millimeter is every 20 millimeters, it's way too big, it doesn't fit on a A3 piece of paper. If I choose 1 millimeter to 50 millimeters, it's going to be a bit small. So I made a custom scale, which you'll find at the top here, which is 1 millimeter to 30 millimeters, so 1 to 30 in other words. Alright, and that looks about right to me. So if I can make sure that my so it's the same deal as SketchUp, you move around, you zoom in. So what I suggest you do is you try and make sure that you are aligning your size of your house. You can use the arrows as and you can bring it, let's see, let's bring it right down. Make sure that it is aligned with the grid paper, although actually it doesn't export. So we want to add in the other perspective, so we can actually, like tabs I think, make a new page, do the same thing, insert the SketchUp project file. Okay, so choose the scene which has the view you want. Okay, so this is the side on view. So, and then choose the same scale. That's very important that you choose the same scale. Alright, so this is basically what you're going to work from when you build your model. You're going to make a model from these pieces, and it's going to be hopefully very useful for you guys to work from these drawings. So I'll do it once more for the other view. So insert right, so the other thing I was interested in you doing was the orthopedic layout as well. I think is quite important, but I'm not going to show you that right now, as I'm just showing you the basics here. Okay, and once you've got your heads around the basics, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to use it in a quite sophisticated way, much more sophisticated than I am doing so right now. Okay, so yeah, this is basically layout. So this is the house that I showed you in SketchUp. This is just under 40 square meters. It's at a 1:30 scale, and you basically will be able to measure from these templates when you create your model, hopefully. Okay, that's all.